Hey guys, this is HTOMario, and I'm going to be showing you a Terran against Protoss game. This is a game that I lose. I wanted to show this game to show you why I lose and how you could help avoid making the same mistakes. I think this is one out of two Protosses that I faced this morning. Out of like several hours of ladder, I didn't really face that many Protoss at all. So we're going to times 2 it a little bit, and you'll see that my build is my standard opener, but I made one crucial mistake, one final key that I ignored in my own guides, in my own strategy, in my own logic, that made a very important error. And but it wasn't just that, it was one other thing that made the biggest difference, but this definitely didn't help. I suppose I was playing a little greedy. So what we're going to do is standard 10 supply depot, 12 barracks, 13, 14 gas. So I was scanning out his base, seeing how many gas he has. So he doesn't have any yet at the moment, but he's going to drop 2, which makes me think, okay, it's going to be a highly aggressive play. So right now it looks like it's just a 1-gate expansion, but I know it won't. This game was really laggy, so it was kind of annoying to play this game too, because I hate playing in lag. I'm pretty sure you do too. So I dropped my bunker, and I have my reactor on the way. Everything is casual and normal so far, but times it up with just a little bit. I think there might be some cheese, so I have 2 SCVs patrolling the map constantly, looking for pylons or any type of cheese possible, since he does have the same amount of pylons in his base as my supply depots, but he was mining a lot more minerals. He's able to afford an extra pylon. So that's just why I was being extra careful. So here's one of the mistakes that I make, is I think there's aggression, and I'm doing everything fine. I make with the Marines and the Widow Mine, but now that I know he's making aggression, I drop my command center. That's normal. I see him move out. I see an expansion, so I take my other SUV that's on the map and I go attack. But here's the biggest problem, is that I know there's heavy aggression, and I switched my reactor because I should have been making siege tank, because I know it's gateway aggression, so I should have been going siege tank marine, and I would have hard countered him entirely. It wouldn't have even been close. So that's one mistake. I was playing really greedy, and you can see that I had 2 SCVs here to repair. The second biggest mistake is that I didn't enable auto repair. I saw the attack coming, but I did not prepare completely. I completely ignored that I needed to go. I was going to go for a drop because I was thinking, okay, he's going to get shut down hard by these SCVs repairing. But what ends up happening is that if we times it comes on the ramp, and my SCVs didn't repair it. I would have been able to stop this army really easily if they had been, and I would have been able, these SCVs would have arrived in time to go ahead and defend it. So that is a huge mistake, how I got into my base, how I knew gateway was coming, and how I wasn't making marine tank. So from this stage, it's a huge game trying to get back into the game by trying to recover from this attack. So we're going to show you how I'm going to try to recover. Number 1, I wasn't able to do it, but this is how you would do it. Okay, so step number 1 is wall off the front. You want to get that bunker back in place. I want the supply depot. The Widow Mine is still there just in case, and keep producing units. Make sure that your buildings are not idle for as long as you can. So we definitely are trying to defend it, and I type out a little bit, but I shouldn't have been. I should have been preparing a little bit more. So he's able to snipe a few Hellions. I try to finish off this bunker and the supply depot and get a marine inside, but once again I made another mistake. I didn't have enough to repair the bunker once it finished, so I needed to send workers up sooner, and this attack would not have been doing as much. So once again, try to get up the bunker, and this time I have a few more, but the bunker wasn't able to finish, so drop my bunker again. Keep trying to make units. I decided to see a lot of stalkers, so I'm going for I accidentally let him at the ramp, but I'm going for Marauder, but now he has a Stargate in his base, so he's making the Widow Mines. He's making the Oracles. I don't know why I forgot their name. And I tried to drop down another 2 factories to defend, but I'm falling even more and more behind, losing SCVs and minerals trying to defend this. So I produce widow mines to finally close off my front. I'm thinking, you know, if I just get a bunch of widow mines here, he can't attack into me, and I can stabilize. So the bunker going down, widow mines at the front. I'm thinking, okay, I have to lift up these widow mines because he was sending Hellions up to attack, and I didn't want the widow mines. I mean zealots. I didn't want the widow mines to trigger on the zealots, but he was able to break down the front again. So I drop another bunker, but I thought this would be the end of the attack, so I lifted up some widow mines to go ahead and drop him, but it wasn't. He came back up, so he's being highly aggressive, and now I have to move my widow mines closer, and I have more widow mines coming in. I have to regain my front, so I'm now starting to produce 3 widow mines at a time, but he has a lot of units inside of my base, and I'm trying to micro these marauders away from damage a little bit. So my front once again secure. If you look at the units tab, he's lost. He's just throwing away money, but he's twice ahead of count in the worker count because he's been killing so many SCVs of mine, and it's been really hard to keep up with it. So I drop mules. I'm starting to mine out in my main. I keep producing widow mine, and it's just kind of spiraling out of control at this stage. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go harass him, and I send another medevac over. I'm thinking, now surely it must be done. He's seen so many widow mines, and I've got an SCV in his base. He ends up killing that. I had scouting around, and I drop another command center because I was very mineral heavy, and I have to get back into the game. One of the things that's gonna do that's being able to produce more SCVs and more mules. Re-begin my wall off, plant my widow mines. And I moved down my ramp a little bit while I'm dropping, so I wasn't paying attention. So at the same time I moved down my ramp, I should have lifted these up because now he's going to kill these marauders. So I try to skirt through and drop, and if you look at the tab, you know, I do kill quite a few amount of workers, and I do make it out of there, but I lost all those marauders, so I have to kill these zealots to be able to move down the ramp. So I have to move down the ramp. But, you know, moving down, it leaves me open to a little bit of an attack, so I'm trying to position my widow mines here, but he's paying attention, so while I'm burrowing, he's able to attack them, split up his zealots a little bit, so they don't all just die, and then I don't have anything left to defend back at home, so all I have is Hellions against Stalkers, and that is never the greatest idea. So the mistakes I made here was, one, I didn't have enough SCVs repairing my bunker twice, and I didn't get the right unit composition. But I wanted to show you how crucial it was to make sure that you can defend against the gateway harass by having SCVs ready to defend the bunker, and then how crucial it is to... I actually forgot what the other crucial... I also wanted to show you how crucial it was to try to regain your composure, play calm, and re-secure your front. So, that was, again, Blinky. So thank you guys for watching. This is one of those things where I show you a loss on why I think I lost and how I could have improved. And, you know, if I made the mistake and I share it with you and I show you how to fix it or tell you how to fix it, you don't have to make the same mistake. So when there's heavy gateway pressure, stick to Marine Tank. Just until you've established your second base, and then you can forward off into mech. But you have to, until that stage, stick to Marine Tank. So thank you for watching, guys, and that was another video. Be sure to subscribe and follow and watch all the videos. Best way you can support me. Thank you for watching.